Hi YouTube, this is Anna from Ladies and Anna's Journey, and I'm coming to do a question and answer video. Just to let people ask questions to me, and I answer them if I feel comfortable with answering them. So I had asked this question on Facebook. A couple people gave me a couple questions that they would like me to answer, so I'm going to answer for them. I also want to do an all about me video, so that y'all get to know me a little bit better, and also y'all can leave questions below here, comment on this video, and if y'all have more questions y'all want to ask me, I could put it in my next video. And excuse me, and or you can inbox me, and I'll answer them in our next video. These questions that I'm about to answer is from Prego8688. Her first question was, how long did it take for us to conceive? We didn't try back to back. First of all, it took Lady a long time to even consider trying to have a baby. She felt like she was afraid of change. She didn't want it to change. She didn't want like it to be about us just raising kids and not have time for each other, and stuff like that. Like we wouldn't be able to go out because we got kids now and stuff like that. So it took her a long time to consider having a baby, but when we did, we started trying, and we did a total of we tried a total of 3 times in total. We did one at-home insemination, and I was like, what? That was like last year sometime, I believe. And it was a negative, so we decided to go to a fertility doctor to receive help. So like about 6-7 months later, we did our first IUI. And it also was negative. So we took time off and we waited, and we just wanted to research more, find out what else can we try to probably help us with the process and things like that. So then we decided to try again. We tried our second IUI. It took. So now I'm 33 weeks and 1 day pregnant with a baby girl. So that's, I really want to say it took like maybe a year and a half if you ask me in total, but we only actually tried 3 times. Her next question was, what was our method? Our method was a IUI. We tried at home, but then we felt like we didn't know what we was doing. We felt like it was just like we should get help. So that's the way we went. Was it stressful, the TTC process? No, it wasn't stressful at all. I know a lot of ladies say that TTC, it caused problems within their relationship and stuff like that with people. But to me, it didn't. Because I guess we didn't try as much. So it was fine. Like, we tried, it didn't work. I stress, I cry about it. She'd pick me up and make me feel better. And then let me know that we'd try again. So, and that's what we did. So we'd try again. So, that was the good thing. It didn't stress us out, put strain on our relationship or anything. Her next question was, will we have another baby after this? Well, ladies, I always wanted 4. I always wanted 4 kids. But then I'm like, no, 4 kids is too much. Then I decided to do 3. I'm like, maybe I could have 3 kids. But lady always said that she wanted just 1 child. That's why she, she used to be like, I would never date a girl with a child and stuff like that, because she knows she was going to want one of her own, and she only wanted 1 kid total, and that was the one of her own. But she was like that, how she can't help it that she fell in love with me, she fell in love with my daughter. So, everything you say you got planned for life always don't go as planned. And she's happy and thankful that, we in her life and stuff like that. So now she like 2 was enough. So that's why she was really hoping that this one was a little boy, but it wasn't. So now she's just thrilled about having her daughter. And us being a family. So I talked to her about adoption. I wanted to adopt a little boy. A little later on down the line, she was like, well, we'll talk about it when the baby get 5. So she is deeply considering us adopting a little boy. So 3 kids would be the max if she agreed to adopt. If not, we would just have these 2. It would be no more kids. She doesn't want me to conceive again because she feel like girls run in my family. Like my great grandmother had 10 daughters. My grandmother had 6 daughters. And out of all the grandkids, it's like 4 boys, and it's like 7, 8 girls. So she feel like she's not. And then my sister has like, when you look at the great grand, my sister has a whole bunch of girls. She lucked up with 1 boy. So she just feel like, I'm sorry, I'm moving, I'm uncomfortable. Sorry, I gotta move around. It's not working for me. She feel like she don't want me to have another baby because she afraid that it's gonna be another boy. I mean, she afraid that it's gonna be another girl. And my mother have all girls, so that's not what she wants. So this is gonna be the last one for us unless she agreed to adopt a little boy. Okay, so the next questions come from J. Rawley Boyd. Her first question was, how did me and Lady meet? We met at school. She had started this Lincoln Tech Institute a month before I did. And my cousin also was going there. And her and my cousin was friends, and it was like 4 of them that hung out. My cousin, Lady, and 2 other girls that hung out. We all was going there for criminal justice. All to be a cop except for my cousin. I think she wanted to do excuse my hair. It's a mess. I'm just laying in the house though. Sorry. My cousin wanted to be a parole or probation officer or correction, something like that. But the rest of us wanted to be cops. So I met her there, and you know, we just clicked, and we used to talk and everything like that. So I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. So we exchanged numbers. We hid it for a while from other people, like our friends at school and stuff. We hid it for a while, but once it came out, they was like, they already knew. They were just waiting for us to tell them. So that was a funny thing that everybody knew, and we thinking we hiding this. And it was not because of her, it was because of me. I wasn't ready, but she was okay with the fact that I wasn't ready to tell anybody, and she was okay with that. Her next question was, how did Nay is my 7-year-old, how did Nay take me having a girlfriend? Honestly, till this day, I never sat down and talked to my daughter about me having a girlfriend and who Sade is to me. She just know. One day, a little girl said, "That's a girl," talking about Lady, and she was like, "That's my mommy friend. Don't talk about my mommy friend like that." Like, and she was little. She been in our life for 4 years now. So she was little. She's 7. My daughter was 3. And she was like, "That's my mommy friend. Don't talk about my mommy friend like that." Or somebody be like, "Who that?" And she'd be like, "That's my mommy wife." So they connected really, really fast. So I think that she took pretty good to her. Like, she used to, like, if it took us a long time to be affectionate and stuff like that in front of each other, in front of her. So it took like 2 years before we ever held hands and kissed or anything like that. And then when it got to the point where, like, she'd kiss me, Anaya'd be like, "Where's my kiss at?" And then she'd have to kiss her. If she hugged me, "Where my hug at?" And she'd come in between, and she would only want Sade to hug her. So it was just like a lot. Like, she was like, she really took to her. If we were watching a movie, she wanted to lay right in between so that she could be next to Lady, and that's what they're watching the movie. So she took very well. Her next question was, have I always been gay? As y'all know, Ane is from a previous relationship with a guy. I haven't always been gay, no. Lady is actually my first girlfriend that I ever had. I always have been attracted to females. Sexually, everything. Like, I always has been attracted to females. But I never act on that attraction. I always dated men. Boys, men, whatever. But I never actually acted on those actions. But I caught myself always looking at girls and, you know, fantasizing about them and things like that. So I always been attracted to them. I just never acted on it. And Lady is actually my first girlfriend and going to be my only girlfriend. Oh, I just love her. So no, I haven't always been gay, but I always had those type of tendencies that I always like. Hello? Oh, I know it's still recording. My bad. I always had those type of tendencies. So her next question is, let me hurry up because my phone is about to die. So the next question is, do we want any more kids? I answered that already. For Prego 8688. Me conceiving any more kids? No, that's most likely not gonna happen. As far as us adopting, we will adopt a little boy if Lady agrees. Her last question was, what's one thing I would change about Lady and why? I would change her temper. Why is because when she get mad, she blows up. And it's hard for me to calm her down and stuff like that when somebody makes her mad, you know. So I would change her temper. That's about it. But other than that, honestly, I take the good with the bad, and she take my good with my bad, and I wouldn't change her for nothing. Her temper, I would bring her temper down just a little bit, but other than that, I wouldn't change anything about her. Okay, so the next set of questions is from Ashley Thompson Robinson. And she her first question was, how did Lady react to Ane? She was pretty cool. When she first met her, she, used to talk to her and just, she really reacted pretty cool. Like, before it even came in anything in between her and I mentioned my daughter and stuff like that and showed pictures of my daughter. So she knew I had a daughter before we got into a relationship or anything like that. So she knew, and she didn't react bad at all to me having a child. Did it take a while for Lady and Nay to get used to each other? No. Not at all. I told you, they clicked like this. She always wanted to be underneath her. If she hugged me, she had to get a hug. If she kissed me, she had to get a kiss. No, not at all. It did not take long for them to click at all. How did my fam act to me and Lady having a child together? Actually, I didn't tell my family until I got pregnant. They asked me, like, people be like, do you want any more kids? And I'm like, yeah, we want a baby. And they always ask, like, well, how would that work? And I would tell them, like, we're going to do artificial insemination, basically an IUI. And I explained how we would do it and that we were using a donor sperm. The typical questions come up. What the donor going to look like? Is he going to be white? Is he going to be black? Is he going to be Spanish? How y'all gonna know about what the donor look like? How y'all gonna know the history? Stuff like that. So I let them know, like, we researched all this, and we would, like, once we get pregnant, the donor no longer exists. The child belongs to me and Lady. We're both the child's parents. We didn't want to hear anything else about the donor once the child is conceived. So, we let our family get any questions that they want to ask out. And basically, at this point, it should be no more questions about the donor. So, they didn't react bad. My dad was hoping it was a little boy. He think that the technician cut off the wee-wee in the little pictures of the ultrasounds. But no, Dad, it just didn't grow. It's just not there. So, my sister, one of my sisters, she really never said too much, but my sister that's in the military, who we appointed a godparent of the baby, she is just thrilled, buying up a whole bunch of stuff. She's just thrilled. So I say they reacted pretty fine to it. Lady mother, this is their first first niece and nephew. So her brothers is going to be thrilled. They're going to be calling all day long. I'm the favorite uncle, right? No, I'm the favorite uncle, right? It's just going to be a lot. The grandmother, which is Lady's mother, is already spoiling. She helped with half of the shower. She like, oh, she'd be like, that's my baby. Like, you know, and then Lady feel like everybody better stop claiming my baby. But, you know, joking. But she like, that's my baby. She always going to be over here. I'm always going to have her. Like, I think she's going to spoil her. I feel like the baby is going to get away with murder. And this lady is just not gonna punish the baby for anything. So I do think that. So and her other family, her cousins and sisters and everything else, I think they is totally thrilled for us. They are very excited. Very excited. What else did she ask me? She also asked if we want any more kids. I already answered that. None that I'm gonna conceive, but if she agreed to adopt, we would have a little boy. When are we getting married? When she ready. When she ready to propose to me. I'm not in a rush to be married. I kind of want to be engaged for a while before we get married, maybe like a year or two. I want to have a career. I want to be in my set career, working on the police force in my town before we plan a wedding. But I will take a proposal right now, and I'm not in a rush to be married. And neither is she, so that's a good thing. Neither is she. So if she proposed to me now, you know, I'm going to be thrilled, I'm going to be psyched, I'm going to be happy. But I'm not in a rush to be married. But marriage is in the future, she says. Her next question is, how is Anae's father and Lady's relationship? They doesn't have a relationship. Lady doesn't like him because he feel like he can't be in Anae's life unless me and him in a relationship together, and that's not gonna happen. Never. Okay? So he don't want to be in Anae's life because we're not together. So I'm begging him to be a dad, and she doesn't like that. So, she don't come between my decisions of, you know, what I make when it comes down to Anae and her father. But she supports everything that I decide. But they don't have a relationship. They don't talk. They don't get along. He causes a lot of troubles and a lot of issues with us. He tries. So, I just keep them as far apart as possible. I barely speak to her father now. So honestly, he's not really an important factor in this equation at all. Like, she more of her parent than he is. And that's only in the 4 years that we've been together. And she's been on this earth for 7 years. So, does he mind my lifestyle? I don't know. I really don't care if he mind my lifestyle. When he first found out, he always used to be like, I always knew you was gay. I always knew you was gay. I just knew it. But that's about it. Like, if he mind, that's his business. As long as he don't say it to me if he mind or not. And as long as he don't put nothing in my daughter's head about my lifestyle, then I'm fine. That's about it. Well, that's all the questions that they asked me. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment below and leave a question. I will answer it. I think that's about it. Ladies should be getting off in a little bit. And we're going to go shopping probably or do something. I don't know. So, talk to you later. Bye-bye.